Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by Chris Algieri once again. Chris, you've worked the fight there. You've done a little bit of work for Matchroom today, but what have you just witnessed there with Canelo Alvarez?
I mean, Canelo is Canelo. He's the top of the sport. He is the pound-for-pound kingpin at the moment. He went out there. He did his job. He looked very sharp, even though he understood the kind of opponent that he had in front of him, which is very impressive. But yeah, it wasn't a very stiff competition. Speaking of which, there goes Canelo right there.
Canelo behind us, yep. Billy Joe Saunders was announced immediately after the fight from May 8th. You said that you give Billy Joe Saunders a chance. After witnessing that, you still give him a chance?
It's not because of that I don't give him a chance. I actually studied some tape this week, after talking about it, and I had to do a little kind of segment on what that fight would look like. And yeah, I on further review, I don't really give Saunders as good of a chance as I thought. I think that Canelo, not even it's just momentum. It's just what he does well in the ring, and there are certain mistakes that I think that Billy Joe makes that Canelo's going to be able to capitalize on. I still think that Saunders is stiff competition, and he's definitely not going to do what Abney just did. He's not going to shell up. He's not going to quit. That's not in him as a fighter. Billy Joe is a world champion and is a very tough guy, and I think he's going to come to fight, and he's going to try his best, but I just don't think it's going to be enough.
Who beats him then? Oh, let me ask this question again. You're a very knowledgeable guy. You've been a former world champion. You've been at the top of the game. How would you go about implementing a game plan, or how would you fight somebody like Canelo?
So if I was going to fight a guy like Canelo Alvarez, for one, you have to be an elusive target, right? And I think the guys who have given him the most trouble in the past were guys who were very slick. Think of Harris Lara, who fought very low, changed levels, southpaw. Floyd Mayweather, again, another very elusive guy. And say what you will about Floyd Mayweather, one of the best fighters I think of our generation. First, one of the best we've ever seen. But he's a very basic fighter. His combination punching wasn't really there. He had a great jab, good body jab. He had his moves that he used, and he was able to really neutralize Canelo at that time. Canelo's a different fighter now, of course. But I think you got to keep it simple with a guy like that. It's fundamentals versus fundamentals. Canelo has phenomenal fundamentals. So anyone who's going to beat him is going to have great fundamentals as well. Good hand position, good defense, great counterpunching ability, and you're going to have to shut off that offense because this offense is so goddamn good. So, yeah, fighting Canelo, I mean, you know what's coming. It's going to be great jabs. It's going to be awesome shoulder rolls, good defense, and he's looking for the liver, which we saw right away. Which, for me, in round number one, I saw Abney getting hit with left hooks to the liver. I was like, this fight's not going to last long. Because that's coming, and he's still able to land it, that's a problem.
That's just testament to how good Canelo is. Okay, here's another question. Final question before I let you go, because I think the press conference is about to start. Who beats Canelo? Does he have to go up to 175? Does it have to be somebody who's just far too big for him to beat him?
No, Canelo beats Canelo. Canelo has to fall off from what he's been doing. He has to not be as consistent as he is when he's in training camp. He has to, not go from training camp to training camp, not live the lifestyle, not do no boxing, no life, which I don't see that coming. So I think at this point of his career, I don't see really anyone beating him.
Well, Chris, I won't keep you much longer. You do look smart in your Hugo Boss suit, I must say. You've had a good week. Have you enjoyed it here in Miami?
It's been a phenomenal time. I don't love living in bubbles, but I do love boxing.
You and me both, brother.
I do love boxing, and I do love talking about this kind of stuff all day. I do love watching fights in person. So
it's a win-win then, is it?
It's a win-win. At the end of the day, it's a win-win.
There you go. Boxing's back. Chris, enjoy your time. I know you're making a comeback fight. I know you're going to get that, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll be at this side of the pond when that happens, so we can do an interview with a reporter and a fighter, not a reporter and a pundit, I think you are.
Yeah, I mean, pundit, fighter, nutritionist, trainer, whatever. Do it all.
Bag of hats. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, a lot of hats. Chris, thank you so much for doing this for IFL TV.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.